Hello everyone, my name is Simon Ingrand. I will be your game master this afternoon.
Let's start by getting to know all of the players. You can start with your
Name and share with us what information you're okay with sharing with us. I'll start and somebody can take over for me. So my name is Simon Ingrand.
my
Pronouns are he, them. I've been a game master for 16 years, I think. And I'm really hyped about this game.
My name is Jonathan Gauthier. I'm living in Quebec, Canada. I've been playing role-playing game for about 4 years, maybe. GMing for maybe 3. Pretty much enjoying it and looking forward to see this game.
I'm Theo. I use they, them pronouns, and I've been playing tabletop games for a little over 2 years now. But before that, I've been doing so much general theater and roleplay activities. So I'm not new to the concept when I started, but haven't been a gamer per se for quite as long as some of y'all.
Well, hello, I'm Steve. I'm embarrassed to say how I've been playing this since I'm the oldest one, probably. But this is a totally new game for me. And I hope we will all have a good time playing this.
Okay, that leaves me, I guess. My name is Liv, and I guess I've been playing tabletop role-playing games since I was 15. Oh, so quite a while. And half my life. I enjoy all kinds of tabletop role-playing games I've played. I can't even count how many different kinds. But this one is absolutely 100% new to me, so I'm really looking forward to getting to know all of your characters and you guys, and seeing how all of us mesh.
By the way, before you go on, Max, I want to say none of you know about this game because it's a French indie game. It's not even very big in France. Okay, the one who's supposed to have the most knowledge of this game is Jonathan, because after all, we played 2 games in that universe. But from what I know about Jonathan's memory, he doesn't have much of a head start on anyone else.
Ooh, mood.
He knows me pretty well. I have no advance on you guys.
If anything, because I explained some lore to some of you during character creation, I think everybody's on equal ground right now.
Mm-hmm.
Who's drawing the octopus, actually? Hair?
Just going for it.
I love it. It's like the perfect anime waifu. I love her.
My name is Max. I've never played this game, as Simon's just stated. No one has. But since it's in French, this is probably a good time for me to learn some French, since I'm Canadian and I should probably know French.
Okay, then we should be good to go. All of your characters are going to appear as the story unfolds, okay?
Nice.
Okay.
There is a beautiful garden somewhere among the stars. It is full of many different plants, some of which you could not find on Earth. The garden has been waiting for a long
time.
Waiting to tell a story like no other. Finally, here, at the end of time, 10 imposing figures appear into the garden. The one with the white hair says, "All right, this is the last one. Where shall we begin?" Another one of the imposing figures plucks one of the flowers and presents it to the others, saying, "This looks like a good place to start." And together, the 10 figures inhale deeply the perfume of the flower and the story that it tells. We start our story on the 3rd day of the year 2000. As the wheel of time wobbles forward into a new millennia, I would like to draw your attention to a car moving along the side of Mount Mauna Kea, the tallest mountain in the world. This mountain is a lot of things to a lot of people. It is a home for all of the people who live in Hawaii. It is a sacred place for the natives who lived here long before the white men arrived. It is a workplace for the people who observe the stars from their observatory at the top of it. But to the passengers inside of the car, it is really boring. Stephanie Jones is an assistant detective to the driver, Eric Douglas. Eric, you have decided to take her on the investigation you're conducting into your family's fortune and how it has been misplaced. You have found where the money goes into a bank account with funds accessible only to the members of a project with the code name Project Ascension. You have diligently tracked this project all the way to a group of 5 people working in the Gemini Observatory, all the way on the top of Mauna Kea. Next to you, Stephanie sighs in extreme boredom as you drive ever upwards. You have only been on the road for 14 minutes now, and she would much rather be on a longer break to celebrate the new and hopeful millennium. And she asks you, so why exactly did you bring me on this adventurous investigation?
Well, looks like my family's fortune has been misplaced, and you're working with me for long, so I think it could gather you some experience, and also, well, if we get back this fortune, it cannot hurt the company. I know you would prefer to drink with your friends and family, but duty calls when duty calls, not weekday from 8 to 5.
But do you need me to get your fortune back? I mean, like, are you expecting there to be problems at the observatory?
Well, it's an observatory. I doubt there will be some sort of troubles, but not being alone is always nice. And like I said, it's experience for you too.
Why can't you take me on the missions that are dangerous and have things happening in them instead of the ones that where we go talk to, I don't know, scientists who observe the stars?
I have no idea what is this Project Ascension. Well, usually I would have done some research, but looks like I don't have the time.
You might actually have done some on that specific project and found that official documents on this are quite sparse. It's almost like it barely exists. You drive all the way up to the hill and you reach the group of observatories. There are a few different buildings spread around the top of the mountain, and the Gemini Observatory is the one you are headed for. It's
Do I know
large
the
and
name
wide.
of the responsible?
You know the name of the person who is in charge of all the observatories and of running them. It is Professor Selena Murray. So you arrive after the sun has set, and when you reach the observatory, there is a large sign saying no trespassing. And there are some lights coming from within the Gemini Observatory, but no sound that you can hear. What do you do?
Is there a gate or something?
There is a large double door at the front. There is also a back door, but both of them seem to be closed at the moment. No answer.
Any doorbell or something?
No, not on this one.
Doesn't start well. Gonna knock again. Oh,
All
no.
right.
Do I have a number for this place?
You mean the phone number?
Mm-hmm.
I suppose you do.
I'm gonna call the number with my cell phone.
All right. You hear the distant ringing of the phone coming from within the inside of the observatory, and after a few minutes, you hear someone who answers the telephone. Someone who has a typical Hawaiian accent. It's a deep voice, and it says, Gemini Observatory, Hawaii, hello.
Hi, who am I speaking to?
I'm Mr. Palakiko. I'm just a janitor.
The observatory is closed right now.
Does Professor Selena Murray is there?
No, not right now. It's just me inside of the entire building. Why are you asking?
I need to speak with this person. I'm in front of your observatory, actually.
Oh, no, we're closed right now.
It's why I'm in front instead of inside. When does Professor Murray will be there?
She is going to be back, I think, probably tomorrow afternoon.
Okay, can you... Are you sure there's no one else than you?
Yes, absolutely.
Do you mind if I come in and just peek around?
Listen, I'm not supposed to let anyone in, so no, I would rather not. If you come back tomorrow, I'm sure you can come back with all of the tourists. There are a lot of them, and you can go through the tour.
I'm not here to visit the. I'm not here to visit the observatory. I'm here for Project Ascension. Do you know this project?
He hangs up.
I'm gonna call back.
You hear it ringing. There's a pause, and your assistant, Stephanie Jones, asks you, "It looks like it's going pretty bad. Don't tell me you drove us all the way here and we're just going to have to drive back down the mountain."
Hold on, Mr. Johns. I'm gonna handle this. Did he answer or just like silence?
He opens the door.
Ah.
He looks like this. And he says, "How do you know about Project Ascension?"
Ah, now I got your attention. It's interesting. How do I know? Well, what do you know about Project Ascension? If I know it, I get my information somewhere, but I'm a step ahead in front of you, so what's your participation in that? Now, I'm gonna ask you again. Does Professor Murray is there?
No. She's not here right now. If you want, you can roll for empathy right now, and we're going to have an example of how a roll works in this game.
What's the difficulty?
Difficulty is 0. Well, actually, no, you have a +3. Oh, okay, nice. When you roll higher than 12, it's a success. You have to choose between your dice of light and your dice of darkness. For some of you, it's of bigger importance than others. For you right now, Jonathan, it doesn't really matter. Your character right now can only take the light dice when you roll. Okay. So 24 is a success. You see that the man in front of you, he's dressed as a janitor.
He has a
broom in his hand, and he is panicking. Absolutely, because he has no idea how you know about it, and it is terrifying him that someone knows about this. He looks like he will do anything to learn how you know about this project.
Wanna let me in so we can discuss?
Yeah, sure. Go, come in. He lets the both of you in, and he closes the door behind you.
But I'm just gonna do a perception roll just to see if I can see anyone else inside, if he's hiding something. That's vigilance?
That is actually going to be a search roll.
Okay, and what's the difficulty?
Just a -3. Okay. You do not succeed in perceiving anything out of the ordinary right now.
Okay. I'm gonna follow the janitor.
Okay, this can be explained. Just follow me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And he starts to walk inside of the observatory, and he is taking you
through
a series of corridors and offices, and he takes you deeper into the facility until you're taking a flight of stairs into an underground part of the Gemini Observatory.
Just in case, I'm gonna like memorize the way I've been there in case something happens, so I can just get out quickly.
Okay. If you have to run out quickly, you need to make an intellect test and succeed in order to remember the way out faster. Okay? He takes you deep underground to the point where you arrive in front of a room that has been carved into the rock, and there is a vault door that he painstakingly opens, and you can hear voices of at least 4 different people on the other side of the vault door, and he says, "Okay, listen, I think that oh God.
Mr. Palakiko, There's one thing I hate in life, it's people that lie to me. We start on background, so I hear voices now. You're not alone, and you know more than you know. Who's inside?
By the way, all of the other players, you are in the middle of a historical moment. You're about to test the modified telescope, and there's supposed to be nobody else in the observatory with you, except for the janitor, who knows about this project. And you are hearing his voice, along with the voice of someone else, right outside of the vault. You are about to conduct the experiment.
This experiment, does it look like something out of the ordinary? Like, do we have candles and stuff like that? Or is it like a scientific experiment?
It looks very scientific. You are in a room right under the telescope, and you have hooked a lot of wires and a lot of different machines that all lead back into this room. It does not look occult at all right now, but it might once it starts.
Okay.
So the janitor outside is just saying, all right, just, I'm not in charge of the project. I'm not in charge of telling anyone about it. The people who can give you the answers are right inside.
Can you bring me someone so I can talk with this person then?
He points towards the vault doors.
Hearing the voices on the other side all open the door and try to dissuade whoever is on the other side.
Okay.
Or convince them that this is not something they need to concern themselves with.
All right, so you start to pull the massive vault door a bit more open. There are actually 2 vault doors because it's sealed from the inside and it can be sealed from the outside. You walk out, and can you describe what both of your characters look like?
I am wearing a dark suit with a white shirt, black tie. I got a fedora, glasses. I'm pretty tall. I also have a trench coat over all of this. Nice clean shoes, and I have a pocket watch in my vest.
All right. I'm wearing a black suit with a white shirt and a black tie.
Are you wearing a bow tie?
In the picture I am, but not in this case. It's a somewhat cheap suit, but it's well maintained and it's quite plain.
Just one thing, you have seen a picture of this person, and this is one of the people who are involved in Project Ascension that you know of. You know he's called Oliver Hill.
So you're Mr. Hill, I think?
That depends who wants to know.
I'm Eric Douglas. I'm gonna tend my hand.
I'll shake it. I assume that's what you were extending it for.
So while you two are shaking hands, there is the sound of an alarm that is signifying that the time is right. The experiment is about to begin, and you two are standing on either side of this massive vault door. Oliver, you know, because you've programmed this, you know the vault doors are set to close when the alarm starts, and nobody's supposed to be in the corridor you are in right now. And this person, this detective, whose hand might be crushed by the closing door if you don't act quickly. What do you do?
Like, no one's supposed to be in the hallway, as in it's about to become horribly magic and turn them all to ash, or they're just not supposed to be there?
It's about to get pretty magical in here, so they're not supposed to be here because, one, that could be leaking secrets, but it's not going to be dangerous in the deadly sense of the term.
Just to let you know, as the alarm ring, I'm gonna move my vest like this and put my hand on my gun. And I'm gonna ask, what's this alarm?
It's nothing, just notification that our that the scientists' star alignment is coming in, and that we should all be looking through this telescope.
I want to ask you, because the door closed very quickly after the alarm rings, do you try to save his hand in any way, or?
That was one of my questions. If I were to say push him back out into the hallway, that wouldn't really keep the secret any better, right? It would still be magical.
If you push his hand back, it might cause another problem. Your own hand might get crushed.
I'll pull him into the room then.
Make a reflexes check for me at a difficulty of +3. Okay, so you are able to grab Eric by the hand, fast enough to pull him inside just as the vault doors close.
Hey!
The door closes suddenly behind you, separating you from the janitor and Stephanie. For the rest of the group, you're currently in the middle of
An experiment to send you through.
the telescope in order to be transported for the very first time into the Astromancer's memory palace. As you well know, masters can access the memory palace of their students, but it has never been the other way around. This is all about to change thanks to the months of work you have put into preparing the Gemini telescope to project your minds. None of the homies have noticed what you are doing, and the rest of the process is fully automated, so everything is going smoothly, except that someone just arrived in the room. What do you do?
Hi everyone, and thank you for watching this video. If you want to be a part of this story, we are currently looking for more players and game masters to play new games in this setting and on this channel. You can also be a part of the story by having your face added to the cast of characters. I draw all of the images for this game, and you can commission me to make you into an NPC. If you like the style and you want a drawing like that of yourself, or if you want to contribute to the project, you can contact me through the links in the description. Finally, if you want to keep up with all of the adventures on this channel, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell button so you can get a notification each time we upload the next episode of this story. And it would be very nice of you to like and share the video to help this channel grow. Have a nice day, everyone.